Okay. So I kind of just woke up. I have to tell you, which I know is kind of weird. Like, just wake up and stream? Yeah. I kind of planned this for earlier this morning, but kind of just went down the rabbit hole. Um, Let me just put the link in the chat. All right, got it. Okay, no. Oh, hey, two at the same time. What are the chances? Well, I kind of just woke up, so it's kind of weird doing this when you just wake up. But yeah, link is at the top of the chat, like before. And I'm still kind of nervous because this is kind of like still one of my first times doing this. So people joining is very much welcome. It's kind of boring up here on your own. Yeah, I'm basically just waiting for someone to join. Oh wait, but something that happened when I woke up. Usually I wake up early in the morning for something like this, but my mom seems to hate me waking up early in the morning. Hmm? I don't see it. Oh, should be right there. Let me try again. Paste. All right, there it is. There's a link. So I usually try to wake up early in the morning to do something like this, but my mom kind of hates me doing that. So yeah, I only just woke up like a few minutes ago. Okay, add you to the stream.
Yeah, I am here. I'm just playing Roblox, so.
Yeah, it's weird waking up like just now. Then I
I
look at
always wake
like,
up at 6 in the morning.
and I always try to wake up early. Like on weekdays, I'm trying to wake up at like about 5 o'clock so I can like get things out of the way. Like recently, I've been writing all that music, so it's nice to kind of have some time to relax.
So, who's your favorite Thomas character?
My favorite?
Yes.
It's kind of hard to say. I would probably say Henry and the Coldly Fell Engines. Okay, that actually sounds like an episode of Thomas and Friends. Like that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Okay, someone just deleted my train on Roblox.
Oh, I hate when people do. Blue, you better not step on my Chromebook.
I'm playing the Cool Beans Railway 3.
Hmm. I just have a cat next to me with another one
Um,
sleeping. Alright.
oh, that's your cat.
No, I'm actually at my Aunt Reese's today. Then right there, that's another cat.
Oh,
Yeah, she kind of sleeps weird.
I
Then
can't
that
download
black
the
and white
Chains
cat.
app yet because it costs money. My mom doesn't really have that much money.
Hmm.
What?
I'm just kind of thinking like, seems like Blue seems to like love to wake me up in the middle of the night just so I can pet her.
What's your favorite Thomas season?
Probably season 1, 2, 3, and 4.
My favorites are season 12 through 21.
Hmm. Oh wait, you know what?
What?
Something I didn't tell you about the second cat. By the way, her name is Sarabe.
Oh,
She likes to snore. And it's the
my gosh.
weirdest thing. This cat snores.
Oh yeah, I hate when people snore. I just hate it.
Yeah, there's like three cats over here. One just gets mad all the time. Um, one just likes to wake me up. And then Sarabe actually has two things.
I'm
She
also
actually
do.
got her ears chopped off by her old
Oh,
owners, and she snores. It is seriously weird.
I'm
Just
also
wake
doing
me up.
another series called Northeastern Railway.
Northeastern Railway.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's an LNER series.
Kinda,
Hmm. I'm actually
but it's
making a
also
series
gonna
too.
have OCs in it.
I'm making a series that's almost completely OCs. The engines of Sodor are like kind of like characters that sometimes visit.
Hey, do you play Roblox?
Only a few times. Like I've kind of wanted to do this YouTube thing for a long time now, so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I'm playing the Cool Beans Railway 3, and I'm playing as Diesel.
uh in my series, it takes place in Yorkshire, which is why it's called Rails of Yorkshire. And it's like completely made up of OCs. Like
And the
they're
music
all like
is
characters that you would find on Sodor from the TV series, but I kind of gave them British backgrounds for most of them.
one thing.
What?
The Have you heard of the have you heard of the new CBR game called the Cool Beans Railway 3 Remastered?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocky's gonna be in it, including Ari and Bert and Hero.
You know, I really wish that I had a Trackmaster Rocky. Like, those are so amazing. Like, it's something that I've always dreamed of.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine having, like, Trackmaster Rocky and you could do just about anything with him.
Here, let me turn on my cam.
Oh, give me a second. Because I know I mapped out the route for my series. Like, I'm actually trying to also have timetables.
This is the game I'm
Because,
playing.
uh, okay, so let me find the picture. Like, I drew it out
Did you,
first,
did you see the
and
game I
then,
was playing?
alright, it's
Did you
not
see the game I
showing.
was playing?
No, I was in
Okay.
the photo editor thing trying to find the image.
This is the game I'm playing.
Uh
This is the game I'm playing.
huh. Blue, why can't you do your job? There are a few flies, and Blue usually likes to catch those.
Catch what?
The flies. It's,
Oh.
it's one of the cat's favorite activities. Like, every cat in this house seems to love the flies just to eat them.
Just to eat the flies.
Yep, they just love to eat the flies. Like,
Oh.
it's the weirdest thing.
I hate flies.
I know. That's why we allow them to eat them. And they
Oh.
seem to find them delicious. Oh wait, so okay. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
So, before you see this, I have
Well,
to
I'll be
tell
right
you.
back in a second.
Okay, I'll just be waiting.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so I kind of had to go to photo editor and draw it on paper. Then I had to photo edit over it. So I went to Google Maps to trace it. But the entire route is planned out. Like, this is the main line. It goes from the
Okay.
town of Whitby all the way to the Bolton interchange. Like, the entire thing is routed out to make it like a real railway. And this
I
part is
tell you,
like the branch line. This is like a freight only line.
I'll tell you what I hate about season 20 and season 21
What?
is that it's that both seasons have episodes about Daisy and engines that other engines that Daisy's working with or something.
Why do you hate that?
Oh no, because some people just ship that.
Oh yeah, Daisy and Ryan. Oh god.
Daisy and Harvey.
Ooh, never seen that one, but it really does sound extra weird. Like being friends, that's like normal, but shipping them? No.
Yeah, no.
That's just a never.
Yeah, never.
You never ship them, never ship the friends, never ship them, never ship the friends. You will never ship them ever again. Like, seriously.
My name is Ryan.
I'm Ryan, and this is my beautiful girlfriend, Daisy. Oh, you're so generous. I would just slap them both, be like, no! Let someone else do that. Not you.
Wheels to the rails. From Chuggington.
Mm.
For some reason, I'm kind of a Chuggington fan, so don't hate me for that.
Yeah. Like, the first, like, oh, wait, how many
The
seasons were
only
there
character that's
originally?
a steam engine in Chuggington is Old Puffer Pete.
And Owen.
Oh.
Yeah, those two. But I think, like, first, like, the second half of the first season, the second season, and most of the third season was enjoyable. So this the new season is weird.
Well, Chuggington Tales from the Rails.
Yeah. Oh wait, isn't that? Huh. I just realized that's part of your username, Tales of from the Rails.
Yeah, I stole that from Chuggington.
Oh. Oh, sorry, that was my mom in the background. Hi, mommy.
A train here too?
Yeah.
Okay. Love y'all train heads. Oh, we're gonna be taking Justin to his aunt's house. Just letting you know.
Okay.
I was happy to hear that you woke up here.
So you're gonna take Justin over?
We're all gonna take Justin. You're not gonna be in the house by yourself.
Oh yeah, I thought like you would stay behind or something.
What's that?
Hmm?
Are you
Okay, sorry that took a second. But I still feel like the newer season, it's like you get to see just about all the characters.
just about?
And
Who?
like I kind of enjoyed one of the songs from the Spanish chugger. I forgot her name, but it's like it was just bland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Smokey Jock just posted Edward and the Half Pariah. I still remember Toby and the Half Pariah. Like that was really enjoyable to watch. Like I really loved it. Like, didn't you love that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the classic fan made movie.
Hmm. I'm just making Diesel killed Harvey, and he just did.
It was a trick.
What was?
Toby Edward and the half pariah. It
Hey, do you
was
know
just
this
three
thing called
seconds of
Tobias?
huh?
Do you know this vehicle Tobias?
Oh yeah. Oops, sorry. I'm just used to calling him Toby so much that I get him confused sometimes. It's like Toby and the half pariah. Tobias and the half pariah.
And the Montague duck.
Yeah. I still can't believe that there's enough room for a diesel engine. Like, have you seen the size of those?
Hey, do you know the name of Boko's first episode?
The diesel.
Yeah, the Diesel.
Coughs and sneezels spread diseases. Yeah.
The Diesel.
Like I always imagined that whenever I dreamed about it. Just yeah.
Look at
Charging at
Boko!
both ends. Yeah. The trucks just smashed together like, oh, we don't deserve this.
Spread the Diesels.
Like I can always imagine that. It's always weird.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't wait for the Cool Beans Joey 3 remaster to come out, and it's coming out soon.
I can't wait for the live action Thomas movie. No,
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna be
next year.
I
It's
know,
about
but
World
still,
War Z.
it's gonna be
and
epic.
invading. I wish the Thomas reboot would not just be about Thomas.
I know, right? There's so many underutilized characters and characters
That other
not
people
utilized
like.
at all.
Yeah,
Like
other
the
people
Bowser
like
branch.
characters other than Thomas, you know?
Oh wait, the Ballyhoo branch?
I'll tell you the characters that I want to return. Boko, Stepney, Neville, Connor and Caitlin, Spencer, which the Cody Fail Railway Engines, Henry, Toby, and Edward.
Oh wait, you know what I think?
And Duke.
Oh wait, but you know what I think?
What?
That with the new dynamic of Thomas going around the world, that they could actually reintroduce Stepney that way. Like Thomas travels to a heritage railway, and it turns out to be the Bluebell Railway. Like imagine those sets. Like seriously, they would mess up if they reused any sets. Well, maybe the one with the Shima could work if they recolored it a bit, but they'd have to get rid of that background and replace it with,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but still, that'd
Who's
be
your favorite
amazing.
big engine in Thomas and Friends?
Can you imagine Stepney, the Bluebell engine, returning? Then there could be I don't know, maybe
Wait, there already has been a CJ Stepney in season 12.
I wonder what other engine they would have. Because I know it would probably be two engines. But I don't know if it would be an engine from the Bluebell Railway or what.
Oh.
Yeah.
My favorite big engine in Thomas and Friends is Murdoch.
Yeah, it makes sense. 9Fs just look amazing. Like, seriously, have you ever seen one just standing still on a video? And it's just leaking steam from everywhere, just...
Oh.
Oh, Samuel's here.
I'm playing as the Flying Scotsman now, so...
Hey, Samuel.
Who are you talking to?
Hi.
Samuel just joined.
Oh. Okay.
Hello.
Sorry, I was looking at my computer screen. Flying Scotsman coming through, and I'm gonna play some music.
Oh, but you know what? I've always wanted to see I've always wanted to see Sir Nigel Gresley in Thomas and Friends. Like, imagine that BR Blue A4 just streaking by Spencer, and Gordon and Spencer just run up to them while
That's
pulling their
really the character
trains,
that I want to
look
return
behind
so
another
much.
A4, be like, what?
I really also want Lady to return, as well as Diesel 10, Splatter, and Dodge.
Oh, that could also be a movie thing. Like, that could be in another movie. Like the World War II movie? Like, they could actually integrate that a bit. Like, imagine that.
I'm also planning a movie for my series.
Ooh, maybe they could integrate it like the Magic
I'm
Railroad
also
is
going to reintroduce
so
characters
safe.
like Stepney, Neville, the Tugs, and other characters like um Splatter and Dodge, Diesel 10 and Lady.
Oh, wait, you know what?
What?
When I was younger, like only a
Yeah.
bit younger, like I'm 12 now. Like
I'm
only when I was
10.
a bit younger, I always had this theory where
You're 2
Sodor
years
was
older
real.
than me.
How old are
I'm
you?
10.
Oh. But like I had this theory that Sodor was real, but that Lady's magic was used at the end of the war to keep them safe from any more attacks. And Reverend Audrey had learned so much about it that when it went, he was the only one that remembered it, along with his son Christopher.
I got
So
one
they decided
question.
to write the stories down
Is this
so
son
that other
Christopher
people
still
would learn the
alive?
magic.
Is this son Christopher still alive?
Yeah. Oh wait, let me check. I'm really hoping he's not. Well, actually, if he was, there would have been a giant. Well, a
If
giant,
Christopher was
giant
still
sadness.
alive, he would make the show better than Mattel did.
Yeah, I still remember when he used to be co-writer.
Wait, he was the co-writer?
Yeah, on the original series. Hey, he's 80.
He's 80?
Yeah, and his
My
birthday
grandma's
is July
66.
2nd.
My grandma's 66.
Sorry, I sneezed.
It's okay.
Well, he wrote some good stories.
Why
Like
does the
James and
Flying
the Diesel,
Scotsman even
Thomas
have
Comes
2 tenders in
Home.
the first place? He doesn't need 2 tenders.
Who?
The Flying Scotsman.
Actually, he does, because, like, have you seen the way he travels these days? Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, like, he's traveling all around Britain. Like, they shouldn't have scrapped the second tender. They should have just kept it. Because now, like, he's a superstar.
I deleted the Flying Scotsman's second tender.
Oh, wow.
Because I hate it.
Oh, wait, but imagine B.R. Green's Flying Scotsman with the second tender, like, from Union of South Africa. Like,
Hey, when
imagine
is
that.
he going to speak?
Oh, wait, no, Britain is the one with the second tender. I think she might have actually gotten hers from Flying Scotsman, actually. Like, I don't know what happened to Flying Scotsman tender.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you think they should build Tornado and Flying Scotsman new second tenders? Because they're probably going to need one for the P2 also. Like, can you imagine how much water that would use? And I don't think that they'd have the time to consistently stop during, I don't know, a giant mainline run with 125 mile per hour other trains while they're going maybe 110. Okay, they'd have a 15 mile per hour
I've got
difference.
another
Only, but
question.
what?
So, Toby's not the only steam tram on Sodor anymore. Because Flora.
Actually, they kind of got rid of Flora for that reason. Because they were like, wait, she's another tram. He's another tram. He's old. She's young. Oh,
And
Fans
she
are
has
definitely
lipstick
gonna ship
on.
them. Delete. Like I think they saw shipping in her. Just
Yeah, they start to ship those too. Why? It's
yeah, that's
weird.
how they got deleted. Like shipping just would mark the end for Floor. Just
Just because they're both trams doesn't mean you have to ship them.
hey, but that would still be weird. That's like dating your grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give me some of that buffer.
Oh dear. AKA bad hole.
Oh, I just love them side plates.
Hey, stop. Stop. It's weird.
Hey, but
Oh
I feel like
dear.
that's how fans
Stop
would
it.
interpret
It's
it.
weird. That's my duck impression.
Huh?
I said that's my duck impression.
Mm.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We have got strikes all across the board, and it doesn't look like they're letting up.
And full of surprises.
Hey, I just thought of something.
What?
Like, the reason why the engines are able to move around, I would say it's that fire thing from Victor Tanzik. Like,
Hey,
where
do
they
you
can light their own fires.
Can I tell
So
you what
what's
I
the
hate
point of
about
them
Day of the
refilling on coal?
Diesels? The thing I hate about Day of the Diesels is because his firebox is on fire. It's a firebox for a reason.
His firebox was on fire. His firebox was on fire.
It's a firebox for a reason.
Well, actually, if the crown sheet melted, his firebox could catch on fire, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, if Mattel was to be reasonable for once, well, back then it was Fisher Price, so if they were actually reasonable, like, that would mean his crown sheet collapsed.
My name. Oh crap! James is on my tail. So.
Yeah, I still think his crown sheet might have collapsed. Like, wouldn't it make more sense? Like, his crown sheet collapsed, and then, well, they had to put the fire out before, well.
Oh dear. Okay, aka explosions.
Yep. Thomas, the tank engine exploded today. Children were horrified as a face landed in the playground. Oh god, I can't imagine that. Like, imagine that's something from G1.
What is this boy gonna talk?
Samuel, you want to
Yeah,
say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Like, you have to ask nicely.
Yeah, let's ask him nicely.
Hi.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, we were just talking about stuff.
So I can't really say anything.
Hey, do you know Boscher Studios?
Yeah. Please tell me you're not one of his haters, too. Like, have you seen how much pressure he had for an Alfred 3? Like, I've seen those comments.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
There's
don't hate him.
There's like 1,000 comments for Boscher 3.
Probably
I
gonna
like
work
this
on
new.
the Alfred series.
I like this new
probably
movie.
soon.
Like, I see why people start to hate him, but
I don't
then
know
they
why.
never actually look. Because in every video I've seen, there's at least 1,000 comments saying, Alfred 3, please, make Alfred 3. When's Alfred 3 coming out? And I'm
They
like,
also
oh
want
god,
Alfred
please stop
4.
pressuring him.
There is going to be no Alfred 4.
Yeah, that's the reason why there's no Alfred 4. Because fans keep on pressuring
his fans
so
kept
hard.
begging him. And that's why Boscher got mad.
Yeah, that's why he kind of just burst out. Like, I really don't blame him.
Cursing at his fans.
I blame some of his fans.
Like, you're putting pressure on the dude to make a whole
Yeah.
hour-long thing, nearly 2
Yeah.
hours.
He made a
stuff.
giant point in his apology video that fans just kept on nagging him about Alfred 3, and he just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah,
He made that point very clear, but people were like, you're not sorry, you're a monster, the community doesn't like you no more. Like, I saw those comments, and I'm like, report.
Yeah, I forgive the dude.
Report.
he's the guy who started the series. now you're hating on him because you're putting a lot of pressure on him to make it the movie because he want to impress you guys and make you guys happy.
Yeah.
Now you guys are all mad because like, bro, well, he's trying to get them out. Like he's working on them. Alpha 4 is never going to come out. If you look at the trailer, it's there's only 3 of them. His number is 3, not
There
4.
is gonna be no Alfred 4 if they're gonna keep begging him.
I don't even
Also,
think,
didn't Alfred just get a redemption?
I didn't beg him for an Alfred 4.
I think the best way, I think the way to cap off other than Alpha 3 is
If they
to put
want Alfred 4,
all
then they
three
have to
combined.
wait.
Like
Wait,
just
but you know what? The
What?
only thing that disturbed me in Alfred 3 was the parts where Thomas was high. Because it
Hey,
reminded
remember
me
the part when Thomas
of it.
killed Charlie?
don't
That was less
spoil it.
disturbing than the high part. I don't know how less people were disturbed by that part where Thomas was high. Because that was straight up disturbing. It gave me some of them, like
And don't
G1
even
feels.
talk about when Percy replaced Rosie as his best friend.
That wasn't too bad because when you see the state of the series now, Thomas has basically forgotten Percy except for like one episode. Then they're
Oh,
like,
in season 23?
mm,
I
The
think
part I really hate about season
for
23 is when
if they're going to continue the series, I would say the last thing he should think about doing for the Alfred series combining all 3 together into one giant movie.
in my Thomas series, I'm gonna not make Thomas go around the world because in the Railway series, he meant the Sodor world.
oh wait, you know what?
Yeah.
I actually had random ideas for my series, but sometimes I have trouble gluing them together. So I'm actually gonna make some audio stories of just
Can I
kind of
voice a
short
character?
stories. Like, okay, so I can give you part of one right now.
Can I voice my character?
Huh?
Can I voice my character?
Your character isn't in it because I don't really have a custom of it, and like I really don't have a spare Gordon.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
but
why
if
don't
I
you
do
use
get a
a
spare
flying
Gordon, I really
Scotsman?
want to make your custom.
Use a flying Scotsman.
No.
Oh, okay.
If I had a flying Scotsman, I would probably like keep it as it is. Maybe try to cover up the smoke things on his side
The
a
smoke
bit.
deflectors?
No, not his smoke deflectors. I love those. The smoke decals on his side.
Um, those I don't know.
You don't know about those?
Yeah.
On the Flying Scotsman model for Trackmaster, they have little smoke things on the side since he's so famous. And it kind of just ruins the model a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm at the China Clay Pits in this game, and Timothy's not in it, which is I'm pretty mad about that.
Why?
But
He's more
Timothy,
likely to be on the Kirk Ronan.
um, I want to find cure for Corona.
I just thought of something. If you say Kirk Ronan really fast, you say Corona. Kirk Corona,
Coronavirus.
Corona. See?
It's actually called COVID-19, but who cares?
Yeah, people call it Corona for a reason.
How about it's called the COVID virus?
That just makes it just weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, imagine trying to say the wait,
Oh, okay.
the COVID virus.
The COVID virus.
Like, try saying that without feeling weird about it.
The COVID virus.
Doesn't it feel weird to say that?
Yeah, a little bit.
See? Told you.
You didn't tell me anything.
Hmm. Then maybe you'll have to learn.
You didn't teach me anything. That's my Thomas impression.
Oh, wait, but you know what?
What?
The thing that gave me the idea for this audio thing
What?
is one story I thought about last night while listening to Summer Belongs to You from Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, Phineas
The
and
music
Ferb?
video version. Yeah, Summer Belongs to You from Phineas and Ferb, where I thought of this story with Emily and Winston. But before I tell you that part, I kind of have to tell you this other part, where you know how Victor Tanzik talks about how engines can light their own fires.
No.
You don't remember that? Victor Tanzik, he's like, um,
Look,
as
man,
soon
I
as
haven't seen
they
all
light their
episodes of Phineas.
fires, we're off.
I haven't seen all episodes of Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, but Victor Tanzik, you don't know him?
No.
He's like the most popular trains user on the platform.
I heard
In the
of Victor
community.
Tansic.
Prove it.
Victor Tanzik, Stories of Sodor, Sodor Shorts. Never heard of those?
I'm trying to make a plan for episode 1 of my Tales from the Rail series.
Okay, but I feel like people who watch this later will know Victor Tanzik. So, like, his thing is
Not
like,
everybody knows him, okay?
but I feel like most people know him, at least. But still, like, he, like, kind of explains most things. Like, how the engines can drive themselves and how they can instantly light their fires and stuff.
His firebox is on fire.
But still, so I kind of expanded on the fire thing.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Darn it, I hate these moments. When a person just leaves for a second right in the middle of a sentence. It just feels weird.
Yeah, so I was thinking of making like a movie or something like that.
What kind of movie?
Well,
Like movie, like scary
Lol.
movie, holiday movie.
well, like Thomas goes around the world on tour.
Yeah, it makes more sense if like branding purposes, like Sir Topham Hatt sees how people around the world give letters to
Okay, I'm
Thomas
back.
all the time.
I just got me some food.
But we were also imagining how many letters Thomas gets. Like, imagine Thomas reading all those letters every morning.
Remember when Thomas turned into an elephant?
Oh, that was weird. Wait, but anyways, I kind of expanded on the fire thing, where
Oh.
where there's this little thing where, the engine will get more power, and the fire will turn blue, like a bright burning blue, and then they'll suddenly get a rush of steam. Then they'll just be able to power through at speed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got that idea from Beyblade. Like, I have tons of
From
Beyblades.
this the XD.
Yeah. Like, I kind of got the idea from Beyblade. Like, the way it kind of, yeah, the way they kind of power up with the Beyblade. Like, I kind of imagined it like that with the eye thing from Drum. Like, imagine that. Like, imagine my OC right in the profile pic. Just his eyes glowing bright blue with little flames coming out. Like, not real flames, but, you know, like the ones from Drum and Beyblade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, imagine that. Then his fire turns bright blue, and the driver and fireman are like, "Here we go again." Then they just open the throttle wide, and then he just powers through. Like steam explodes from his cylinders. Like just imagine that. Just then he just rockets down the line.
Okay.
Like I've always imagined it like that. Like I always really liked
I've
the
got a
idea.
question for you.
What?
So, are you gonna be making a twin OC?
A twin OC?
Yes.
I feel like Donovan has enough twins to go around. Like I would say Gordon is kind of like a twin, but the only difference is he has a single chimney and no deflectors. Like that's the only difference in my series, really.
And the tender?
Oh yeah. That too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then this is kind of like I kind of thought of Winston and Emily together kind of a bit. I always kind
But
of thought
that's
of
kind
them
of weird.
together. Huh?
I said, but that's kind of weird to ship them both because Winston's a
Not
car
kind of
and
ship
Emily's a
ship,
steam
but
engine.
kind of just a bit like together. Like, but this is kind of like the thing that kind of confirms it, where it's like this takes place during the war, and they're pulling an evacuation train, right?
Yeah.
And then a bomber just goes over York, which is where they're trying to get to. Like, and I'm basing this off of an actual raid at York. The one that destroyed that A4. Like that one.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's what I'm basing this off of. But they head to York and pick up the passengers and they depart, right?
Yeah.
And they're steaming like, I don't know, 60, 70 miles per hour down the main line, trying to rush them towards the countryside. And all of a sudden, a bomber appears and he drops a bomb like right, like about a mile in front of the tracks. And Winston sees this, right?
Mhm.
And then he shouts to Emily, uncouple. And Emily's like, what? Uncouple now, there's a bomb on the tracks. And then she cries out, Winston, what are you doing? And then he uncouples and he tells her, slow down and bring the train to a stop and I'll clear the bomb. Yeah, I kind of thought of it like that, where he would clear the bomb, kind of like a
Mhm.
Wild Northwesters thing.
Oh.
So Emily is kind of crying here. But Winston speeds off while she slows down. And when Winston is about half a mile away, he kind of develops that fire thing that I talked about.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he starts charging at it full speed, like around 90, 95 miles per hour. And it's just an amazing scene. Like dramatic music and Emily crying. And right before he hits the bomb, she says, Winston! And then he closes his eyes when he hits the bomb. Then it's kind
Mhm.
of a dramatic scene. A giant blow up happens.
Mhm.
Like, and she's crying so hard. But then the only thing that she sees go in the air is the bomb pieces. So she runs over to check it out. Then Winston is being protected by this giant blue shield around him. Like, I always found the idea of the engines paranormal. So I kind of thought of this shield thing.
But why would you put Emily and Winston together? Emily's a steam engine and Winston's a car.
No, not that Winston, the other Winston. Winston the red engine.
Oh, Winston's the red engine.
Now you see how it makes more sense.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's this giant blue shield around him from the
Mhm.
afterburn. And then it just kind of retracts. Like, I kind of just thought of that. It was kind of random,
Oh.
but I really
Yeah.
like the idea. Like, seriously,
Here's
I've always
my
liked it.
OC.
Nice.
Is that a train former?
It's just
Oh wait, you know
my
what?
OC. Basically,
I'm driving Terrence, the caterpillar thing.
according
Oh wait, if you ever look back at my older videos, you'll actually find that I made a custom Spencer in BR blue with black wheels and black side skirts.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of based that off of Sir Nigel Gresley in real life, which I always liked the BR blue and black wheels, but I always wanted the side skirts, and I would always make photo edits of it. I'd be like, "Oh, that's so awesome!" So I'm like, might as well make it in real life.
Can I tell you what I hate about Terrence?
Frick, a fly just tried to fly in my ear. Sabe, why can't you do your job too? Oh shoot. Winter the dolphin is 15 years old today?
Can I,
Oh
so,
dang.
can I tell you what I hate about Terrence?
What?
That in the model series, Terrence has like that black thing on his head, and in the CGI series, he doesn't.
Yeah, I always felt like something was missing from Trevor. Like, his face looks way bigger. And it's awkward.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder they have that black thing on him. It just kind of helps.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just drove Terrence to the clay pits in
Mm.
the Kobe 0-3 game.
Mm. Oh, wait, but you know what? I've always thought of Yorkshire as kind of independent from the rest of the UK a bit. Like, not officially, but kind of personally, kind of just away from the rest of the UK. Because, like, if you ever look or study Yorkshire, you'll actually see how much culture, how much its culture differs from that of the UK. Like, and I kind of just find it interesting. Like, the rest of the UK seems to link themselves to places like London and stuff, but not Yorkshire. It's kind of like independent from itself.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I kind of base my series in it, because that's just how I feel about it. I really like it.
Uh.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most interesting places in the world. And also, it has the busiest heritage railway, too, which I can't complain about that. Like, can you imagine riding a passenger
Um.
train and a steam hauled freight train passes by you? And
I'm
not
also
like
going to be
those
planning episode
trains.
2 for my series,
Mm.
Tales on the Rails.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I've actually developed so much. Like, I even developed a train kind of like the Flying Kipper, which I kind of named the Broughton Breck, which means salmon trout, in more English terms. Like, I translated it to Scottish because it terminates at Glasgow, Edinburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I kind of also thought the Flying Kipper would kind of terminate, like just right there. Because I feel like going to London would be a bit long because Yorkshire and Sodor basically have the same journey time from there, which is actually about like 200 something miles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's almost the entire East Coast main line for perspective. So yeah, I really don't think that Henry would travel that far in one night. It would be weird.
Can I tell you who would be a great member of the Clay Pits team?
Um, who?
Henry or
I
Edward.
I feel like Edward is already a slight part of that. Like that's what his goods trains really are. They're just filled with clay from the clay pits. While Henry, I feel like he's a multi-freight engine along with like Rebecca. Like Rebecca could kind of like
Oh,
work
who
with
cares?
Henry.
Henry already takes good trains to the mainland multiple times.
Yeah, but I feel like Rebecca could be a big help to that cuz have you seen the size of Henry's goods trains? And then think
Yeah.
how much more goods would be added onto that when
I've seen
Thomas
that
gets
in Journey
really
Beyond
popular.
Sodor.
Yeah, like why do you think his goods train is so long and he can't stop in time? Because that's just the weight of his train.
Yeah,
Probably
Henry couldn't
some
stop
of
in
that
time
filled
because
with
of his
Thomas merch.
long goods train.
Yeah, at least 2 cars of that are filled to the brim with Thomas merchandise, which really shows the popularity of this series. Like mainly just the fan stuff. Like, have you seen how many children buy the toys because of the fan series?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. They buy it more for the fans than they do for the actual series now, which is just sad.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the entire community together could just buy out Trackmaster and then just do like, oh wait, they could give Mattel rights to lease it out. Oh, now that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
just
tell you who would
imagine that.
also be a great part of the Claypits team?
Who?
Boko.
What do you think they brought Bucko in for? He's actually the main goods diesel, while Edward is like kind of like the main passenger engine who sometimes hauls goods. Like, there's only two real places that they could get goods from. Because, like,
Oh.
Brendan Docks is basically considered a mainline location now. I don't know why. It's on Edward's branch line.
And why
It's
doesn't
just
Gordon
weird.
want to shun?
The real question is, they say in the episode Wrong Road that the tender engines are too heavy for the big engines like Gordon and Henry. But in the same episode, Gordon travels down to Brendan Docks. Then in later seasons, all the engines seem to travel down to Brendan Docks. I think even in
Yeah.
that sand fort, he traveled down to Brendan Docks, which really shows how much they had to upgrade the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Imagine Gordon racing by with the goods train past the Orchard. Yeah,
And
Orchard.
imagine Toby pulling along Goods Train.
Toby's Megatrain?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't imagine how painful that must have been for his brakes. Just imagine that. He would have needed like all the brake vans that were at the quarry at the time. Like, and they would just all have their brakes on during the run, just and they'd be like, "What's that?" And they see Toby speeding along, and they're like, "I didn't know Toby had a whistle." Oh, I can't imagine that.
Uh.
Oh, wait, you know what?
What?
I used to think that Toby had a whistle inside his cab until I was like
Remember
7.
the episode in the Sharon Miller era where Toby did have a whistle in that one episode?
Yeah, but you know who actually should have gotten a 3-time steam whistle?
Who?
I feel like either Henry or Gordon should have gotten it as like a second whistle. Like, just imagine that Gordon pulling into the station and you just hear this big, amazing whistle. Like, just imagine that. Or maybe Henry pulls a goods train and then
Remember
you
that Do As
just
I
hear.
Say whistle?
Huh?
Remember that Do As I Say whistle?
Yeah. Oh wait, Hero should have the 3-time steam whistle. Actually, I think he does use that sound effect, but still. Just imagine that. Hero comes to Sodor, and they don't know, and they just hear a 3-time steam whistle in the distance, and they're like, it's him! Like, seriously. I can just imagine that.
Okay.
It's almost been an hour, I just realized.
Yeah, should we like end the stream?
Let me check. Yeah, probably.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we can
Goodbye,
still talk
everybody.
backstage, but yeah. See you, Samuel.
Goodbye, everybody. Peace.